Good day. Thank you for joining us for today's news. If you find this helpful, please consider subscribing. We're here every day with calm, clear updates just for you.
A lockdown was lifted at Hawke's Bay Hospital and nearby schools in New Zealand after reports of a suspicious person on hospital grounds. The incident began around 1:20 p.m. in the hospital's emergency department, prompting armed police to surround the building. Parents were urged not to panic and to stay in contact with schools to ensure the safe collection. While the details of the individual remain unclear, the situation was quickly contained, and the lockdown was lifted after about an hour. The event highlights the importance of emergency preparedness and coordinated process. The incident officials have urged the public to remain vigilant and follow any official updates.
A 37-year-old man from Christchurch, Brad Bowers, has been sentenced to 4 years and 8 months in prison for grooming and kidnapping a 13-year-old girl posing as a teenage boy on Snapchat. Bowers targeted the victim, leading to a harrowing experience for the young girl. During his sentencing, the victim directly confronted Bowers, expressing the profound impact the incident had on her life. Bowers, who has a history of sexual offenses, including previous Sen, is now facing new legal challenges. He is suing corrections, claiming that a written apology, Parasan Pramans. His case highlights the complex interplay between justice, rehabilitation, and the rights of both victims and offenders. As the court emphasized the need for public safety, Bowers' legal battle with corrections raises important questions about the treatment of sexual offenders.
A brief lockdown at Hawke's Bay Hospital in Hastings, New Zealand, was lifted after armed police responded to a report of a suspicious individual in a premises. The incident began around 1:20 p.m. on Wednesday, with police surrounding the hospital. The lockdown was Leistor and Postal and SWAT staff received urgent messages warning of the potential threat, and nearby businesses also took precautionary measures. While the situation caused some disruption, no injuries were reported, and the lockdown was quickly resolved. The incident underscored the importance of preparedness services in ensuring public safety.
Whanganui District Council has been granted a voice in the fast-track approval process for a seabed mining project off South Taranaki, a move that has been met with elation by local effusion of community and environment voices. The Fast-Track Approvals Act 2024, introduced by the Kobutua Salasan. Under the Act, only relevant local authorities, identified UA authorities, and select others can submit written comments on the application. This has sparked concerns among inverse and environmental buckets are being excluded from the decision-making process. Whanganui Councillor Charlotte Melser, who has law amati, the proposed project, led by Trans-Tasman Resources (TTR), aims to extract up to 50 million cones of seabed material annually, with an estimated 5 million cones of vanadium-rich titanomagnetite concentrate being recovered. The remaining material would be dumped back into the sea. TTR claims the project would bring significant economic benefits, including 305 jobs and infrastructure upgrades in New Plymouth and Whanganui. However, the council has raised concerns about the potential negative impact on the region's economic future, particularly in relation to offshore wind farming coal. As the decision-making process moves forward, the inclusion of Whanganui and other local authorities is seen as a crucial step in ensuring that the voices of those most affected by the project are heard.
Jim Lilly, a prominent figure in the Christchurch community and a dedicated marine mammal rescuer, has passed away. He was recognized for his contributions to conservation and the community with a member of the New Zealand Order of Merit in the 2025 King's Birthday Honours. Lilly served as the president of the Christchurch May Service back to Cathedral in Christchurch. His legacy will be remembered for his extraordinary contributions to marine life and the community, as well as the compassion and leadership he demonstrated throughout his life.
A recent inquest into the death of 5-year-old Malaki Samuels has once again highlighted the systemic failures within Oranga, Tamariki, the New Zealand government agency, where Samuel was fatally Pierre, just days before he was fatally abused by the woman entrusted with his well-being. Coroner Janet Anderson emphasized the need for reform, and public calls for change have grown louder in the wake of this tragedy.
Sir John Key's call for a 100 basis point cut to New Zealand's official cash rate is a necessary step, but it's only the beginning. The country's economic struggles are deeper than inflation alone, and long-term reforms are needed to address structural issues such as stagnant productivity, over-regulation, and a bloated bureaucracy. While Key's insights are valuable, true recovery will require more than just lower interest rates. It will demand a comprehensive overhaul of the economy.
The Court of Appeal has ruled against the appeal of Michael Top, the man convicted of murdering his 3-month-old daughter in Christchurch. Top had argued that the trial was unfair due to inadmissible evidence provided. The court found that the judge's instructions to the jury were sufficient and that Top's appeal was without merit. The original conviction and life sentence remain in place. The case has highlighted the importance of expert testimony and the role of judges in ensuring a fair trial.
The International Court of Justice is set to deliver a landmark advisory opinion on climate change, clarifying nations' legal obligations and the consequences for polluters. This ruling could redefine how countries approach climate action and reparations for future generations.
In a heartfelt plea, a mother from Auckland is searching for her missing son, Tyler Porter, who has been missing since Wednesday. Described as kind and well-loved, Tyler was last seen wearing black shorts, a white shirt, black DC shoes, and a black hat. His mother, Shara Lee, shared that he had gone to a friend's place. She emphasized that he usually reached out daily or returned home for his favorite meal of steak and eggs. However, by Thursday, she noticed something was wrong and contacted the police by Friday. Charlie described Tyler as tall, gentle, and deeply loved by the local community, noting that he was Porter, who had a passion for motorbikes and scootering at the skate park, was between jobs at the time he went missing. His mother expressed that the family is trying to stay strong, but the situation is heartbreaking. She urged anyone with information to contact the police, even if they think it's not relevant. Police have expressed serious concerns for Tyler's welfare and are appealing for the public's help in locating him. The community's support and the family's emotional plea have brought attention to this urgent situation, with many hoping for his safe return.
That's all for today's news. We appreciate your time. If you enjoyed this update, please consider subscribing. Your support helps us keep going.